And we're live on match day as Doug reaches for a buffalo wing. He's got it! Oh, and he's gone for a can of Pepsi too! What a finish! There's no doubt about it. It just tastes better. Match days deserve Pepsi.
You have one new message. Translating. Disney and Pixar's Hoppers is now available on Disney+.
You could say that again.
Critics are calling it Pixar's funniest movie ever and a wildly entertaining ride. Blizzard Potato. It's certified fresh and verified hot.
Now we party.
This is incredible!
Wow, I am clearing the rest of the day.
Disney and Pixar's Hoppers now available on Disney+. Rated PG.
First, define fossils. Well, this is the characteristic of the limestone, of the Eocene limestone that is constituting the Giza Plateau that, according to science and geology, is 60 million years old. So, yes, for 60 million years, the plateau was underwater and the fossil shells were gently settling down and so forth. Yeah. So this is correct, but not 10,000 or 12,000 years ago. The second argument that they are opposing is the fact that one find also at on the stones some salts that are sea salts. Okay,
Yeah.
and they claim, yes, this is the proof that they have been underwater. The problem is the following: the salts that we have in the stones is in fact the results of the chemistry. So we are manufacturing common salt, sodium chloride, sea salt, during the hardening of the stone. And the quantity of stone of this sea salt that is constituting the stones is very high, sometimes up to 2.5% by weight. Whereas in the natural bedrocks, the content of the sea salts of sodium chloride is not higher than 0.4%. So, and this is the result of our chemistry. The chemistry described on the website, and you see how the salt, sodium chloride, is the result of one of the reaction. The problem is that the chemistry is providing natural elements that can be claimed to be natural by people who don't understand the chemistry.
Interesting. In terms of the dating problem, I mean, I heard you said 12 or 10,000 years ago. Have you been able to confirm in terms of dating anything closer because of the way that these stones then were put together with this particular technique, Joseph?
No, I know this is a matter of discussion. We have not been involved in datation so far. They could be, provided we have the permission to sample the system. Since 1984, when I was a professor at the Institute of Applied Archaeological Science that I had founded at Barry University in Miami, Florida, I officially requested from the Egyptian antiquities the permission to sample the stones in order to really first make scientific analysis about their constitutions and invent new datation methods. This has been declined, rejected. By whom? By Zayawas. At that time, he was the inspector of the Giza Plateau. At the same time, he was doing his PhD at the Philadelphia, Pennsylvania University in Philadelphia. But my request was rejected. And since that date, Zayawas is no longer in charge, is against any sampling of the pyramids for that purpose. I have several teams of colleagues who started research with geologists hoping to get permission to sample the stones, the pyramid stones, and did not have one. Remember, you had an interview with Robert Temple with his datation technique. He claimed at the beginning that he had the permission to sample the pyramid stone, and this had been on the side declined. So this is a situation that a lot of people are facing. Anything that is going against the official what I say, the
Airy version of
no, it's more than that. This is the official statement of the Egyptian Ministry of Tourism.
Right.
Is declined. In fact, the fear that if what we are claiming is the truth, then the tourists will no longer come to Egypt because they want to look at something unexplainable, marvelous, and so on, esoteric, and so forth, which is wrong. Since in fact we demonstrate that these people were smart, that they were capable of achieving things that we have just rediscovered now. No, he has dismissed on the 6th of March officially.
Really?
He's no longer in charge. Yes,
Wow,
yes.
There you go. Do you see that as a positive sign, or is it going to get worse down there? What do you think?
I don't know. Wait and see.
Okay, yeah. We'll see, huh? There's obviously a number of other things that we need to talk about and go through, and maybe a little bit later we can talk about maybe if there's other monuments, as you mentioned, that were put together in this same veneer and so forth, in this same with the same technique. But the humidity inside the pyramids, I know that you talked about that. It was that's also an aspect, I guess, to your proof, right?
Yes. The fact is that this is the first thing that you experienced when you go inside, is the fact that it is damp there. It is very humid. People are telling, well, this is the fact that a lot of people are coming inside now. No, because in the pyramids where nobody is going in, it has the same amount of humidity inside. You must understand that when the material is rammed, it is wet. It contains 9 to 10 to 12% by weight of water. And this water has no time to evaporate because it is surrounded by the other stones, and then it will be covered by other stones. So the water remains inside. And so the stones contains a lot of water. There has been a team 30 years ago, a team from an American team that scanned the different pyramids with their radars, trying to find hidden chambers, and they measured the humidity of the stones, and they found 8.59% of water in the pyramid stones, whereas the genuine limestone from the bedrock in the vicinity contains 1 or 2% by weight maximum. So this is something that is very interesting. And another proof is the fact that, as I told you, we are producing, because of the chemistry, salt, sodium chloride.
Yeah.
And it is well known that all the chambers of the pyramids were covered with thick crystals of salt when they were first discovered. Now it is clear, now it is clean, but it is a 1-2 centimeter thick salt that was covering the chamber of the queen, not the granites. Understand? That are naturals.
Yeah.
But all the others, I went in the pyramids of Meidum. In the chamber inside, you'll get a lot of salt crystals, and the salt is the results of the evaporation of the water in these chambers, because the stones are salty. And I want you, the listeners, if they have the possibilities to, when they travel to the Giza Plateau, to the Cheops pyramid, to take a piece of of a stone, even if it is a broken stone lying on the ground, but close to the Cheops pyramid, put it on their tongue, and it is salty.
Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I got somebody crazy. They said, yes, it is obvious. It is salty because the limestone, the natural limestone, has been sedimented on the bottom of the sea. So these are crazy people that don't understand about just a simple way of the making of stones, and think because it was on the bottom of the sea, it is obvious that it contains salt.
Right.
You understand? Yes, you have tested a lot of limestones in your life, just for fun, maybe, and none are salty. Otherwise, all the buildings that we, well, in France, that are made out of stone, out of limestone, would be covered with a salty
Salt.
white powder.
Right. You said that the salt had been cleared. Now, is that through natural means, or has the people in
No.
charge?
These are the Egyptian antiquities. They cleared everything. They took it out. They rubbed it out.
That's why, Joseph, then they discovered these salts.
And it explains also in the counterfeit doors that the copper nails are corroded because of the salt.
Exactly. Interesting.
And since we are talking about the Canterbrink the shaft, or the you remember, when you look at the videos, what you get in fact is the robot is going through, and he is inside a casing at a U shape, upside down, a U-shaped container that has absolutely no joint. It is something that is 10, 15, 30 meters long. That is one piece of precast limestone.
Mm-hmm.
This is clear. How can you do this? By digging through natural limestone.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And it is very clear. The invention is the fact of one of the greatest Egyptian scientists, that is Imhotep, the builder of the first pyramid at Saqqara. It is the invention of the building with stone. Everybody is claiming this. Everybody is claiming, look, the first pyramid at Saqqara, the step pyramid, is the invention of building with stones. Before that date, the Egyptians were building their monuments with clay bricks. I just say, as I used to study innovations, that the invention was using the same molds as making a clay brick, and they put a stone paste in the mold, and they manufactured their first stone brick. And this is how Imhotep invented the system. And you see, the step pyramid at Saqqara is made out of small stones weighing maximum 60 kilograms, that is easily carried by two men. And from that date, the dimensions of the stones have improved in dimension, because they discovered that the material was good, it was not cracking, and so on and so forth. And we see from the pyramid of Saqqara, until the Sneferu, we see an increase of the stones. The stones are manufactured on the site and brought on the pyramid, so they are moved. They are not big, but they are becoming bigger and bigger. And the bent pyramid in Dashur, the one built by Sneferu, is in fact the last one that is using this system. The stones are becoming too heavy to be continuously moved. And the next one, the red one, the big one from Sneferu, is made out of block of very, very rough concrete. The shells are huge. These are oysters that are in the system. You understand?
Really? Wow.
And really a bad material. It is, when you look at the west side of this pyramid, it is totally eroded. It is a bad material. And from then on, jumped to the Giza. So it was an improvement, and then the catastrophe came on during Mykonos and after. It has been a dramatic catastrophe going on because of the using of this technology. For me, we are witnessing an ecological disaster. And explain that afterwards the technology was no longer used, that afterwards we have tiny pyramids that are small, 20 meters, 30 meters, 50 meters high. They are small heap of natural stone.
Yeah.
Yes, but I was to mention first that the development of the technology happened within 60 years. It was a very,
Wow.
very fast development between the first pyramid after the death of Djoser to the Cheops pyramid is no more than 60 years.
Hmm.
Do you understand?
Yep.
It is a time where the Egyptian society was in favor of the innovation. And when the society is in favor of an innovation, the development is very fast. Always.
Yeah.
And something happened because of the chemistry. Over exploitation of materials that were vital to agriculture.
Study and play come together on a Windows 11 PC. And for a limited time, college students get the best of both worlds. Get the Unreal College Deal. Everything you need to study and play with select Windows 11 PCs. Eligible students get a year of Microsoft 365 Premium and a year of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate with a custom color Xbox wireless controller. Learn more at windows.com/student offer. While supplies last. Ends June 30th. Terms at aka.ms/collegepc.
This episode is brought to you by Fox One. Watch all 104 matches of the FIFA World Cup live in 4K for just $19.99 a month with 3 days free. Build your own multi-view, choose up to 3 streams, and follow player spotlights. Stay on top of every moment with live stats, highlights, and instant replays. The FIFA World Cup, streaming live on Fox One. Offers are subject to change. See fox.com for complete terms and conditions.
I explain. When you look at the evolution of the volumes of the material that have been used since the invention, since Djoser, the first pyramid, you see increase to Cheops, and then Chifren is practically the same volumes, and then dramatic drop to Mykonos. Mykonos is only 7% volume of the Cheops pyramid. It is very tiny. That means it needs only 7% material in comparison to Cheops. Mykonos, if we take the length of the pharaoh's life, lived also 20 years, and he built a tiny pyramid, and then afterwards, small, and totally different technique. Totally, this is crude. This is made out of. This is a heap of stone, a heap of material that has been gathered, taken from the direct vicinity of the pyramid. And these are made of irregular stone, nothing stable, and so forth and so forth. What happened? When I explained the chemistry, I told you that we were taking natural limestone, easily disaggregated, that represent 95%, to which that contains clay, or to which clay was added, and then the natron, the salt, sodium carbonate, and then lime. That results from the calcination of limestone. This is lime, slaked lime. For the people who understand chemistry, this is calcium hydroxide, CaOH2, and so it has to be manufactured. Either we have two ways. Either you take limestone like it is done today to manufacture lime, slaked lime, that is used in the building industry. So you calcine it with wood at 800 degrees C, and you get quicklime that afterwards is hydrated.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. I don't know if you knew this, but anyone can get the same premium wireless for $15 a month plan that I've been enjoying. It's not just for celebrities. So do like I did and have one of your assistants switch you to Mint Mobile today. I'm told it's super easy to do at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.